It is Memorial Day, and we very much so always do Murph on Memorial Day, so we're going to continue with that tradition. What you're looking at for Murph as prescribed, you will start out for time, a 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, ending with a mile run. If you often wear a vest, to do it with a vest is also the RX plus of it. Michael Murphy was a soldier who died in combat, and we do Murph to honor his life and what he did for our country. So when we go into Murph, we know that we're going to work hard. We know that we're going to move well and to the best of our ability. This is not a workout to kill yourself in, guys. It's not a workout that we want you to be left recovering for days. We want you to work within your lane, right? What you've been doing, what you've been working on, and just to do it well. And be proud of what you're doing, because we're doing it for reasons more than just fitness at this point.
So again, you guys, with these hero workouts, you guys have noticed that the volume is going to be relatively high. It's a lot of work. Again, you're going to work within your own parameters and your own physical abilities. We've got multiple different ways that we can break this up. One, we look at cutting it in half. Then we look at cutting it into a quarter, and then we look at just the individual athlete, and then we'll help prescribe exactly what you may need. Essentially, we're looking at 30 minutes of good, solid work, having a good time, and not destroying yourself like Lily said. Volume like this and accumulation can lead into DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness, for up to a week. We don't want you to be sore for an entire week, which is gonna prolong your fitness journey. We wanna be able to have a good time, get through the workout as best as we can, but then still know that our focus overall is fitness for life. So we wanna be able to work out continuously for the rest of this week without having to pay for it, okay? So again, work within your lane. Again, you want to put your egos to the side for this one, and just know that this is for a greater cause than for a fast time on a whiteboard today, okay? Again, with the vest, please be cautious with the vest. A lot of us have not trained with any type of external loading on top of our bodies with some of these movements, i.e. pull-ups with the vest, running with the vest, push-ups with the vest, even air squats with the vest are going to be pretty difficult. So please consider where you're currently at with your fitness level, and if it's appropriate for a vest. I would say for 90% of the population, it was not appropriate for you to train with the vest for this workout. I would again just look at completion of the workout to the best of your ability, having a good time, and enjoying each other while you guys can. So also, you guys, consider your habits the night before and the weekend before. Hydrate yourself really well. Consider the amount of carbohydrates and proteins you're gonna intake. Again, fat should be cut to a minimum, especially prior to those workouts. But again, really look at proper fueling yourself and resting. Good quality sleep the night before and great hydration with good nutrition choices. That will also help you more successfully complete Murph and enjoy each other. Again, you guys, look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have fun. Again, opportunity to celebrate life.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, ready? Yeah. All right, for the pull-up, what we're gonna look at is your grip should be thumbs distance outside of the shoulders to the hip. As Lily jumps up, she's gonna get a full grip on the bar, thumb wrapped around. Before she initiates in, she's gonna draw her scaps down and back, load the lats. From here, actively pull the elbows down and back towards those hips, chin over the bar, belly stays tight. You can go into a kipping one if need be, actively press, kip up, push away from the bar, back into your next repetition. All right, for the bent over row, again, targeting our back, we're gonna hinge over at the hip, pick our dumbbells up. From here, unlock the knees, send the hips back as far as we can to find tension in the glutes and the hamstrings. Keeping the shoulders tight, we're gonna pull the elbows straight back past the torso, good squeeze of the upper back, and then slowly control the dumbbells back down. Keep the dumbbells over the center of the body as much as possible throughout. Here we have a body row using a yoga mat. You can also use a towel and a doorway as well. From here, just drape it over, close the door, pull the slack out. Make sure that you can actually support your weight before you go into this movement. From here, we're simply gonna grab the hands in a neutral grip position. Lily's gonna step her feet out forward, out in front. Lean back, arms are gonna remain straight with the belly tight, the shoulders in line with hips and knees. She's gonna actively pull the elbows past the torso. Good squeeze of that mid upper back. Torso should about make contact with your mat. Body row. All right, push up, we're gonna target the pecs, shoulders, and the triceps. Back will be working as well. So Lily's gonna get into a plank position. She's gonna look at stacking the wrists directly underneath the shoulders. Shoulders and hips are about in line, actively pressing through the floor. From this position, she's gonna actively pull herself down to the floor. Elbows break in and back at a 45-degree angle, chest and thighs make contact, and then she's gonna actively press up and slightly back to finish. For the modified push-up here, again targeting the same muscle groups, we're gonna start into a plank position. From here, I'm gonna have Lily go ahead and place the knees down, maintaining the same back angle. From this position, again, elbows are gonna break in and back at about a 45-degree angle. Actively pull the torso and the thighs down to the floor. Make contact, press up, and slightly back to finish the movement. So for the air squat, we're gonna start with the feet, shoulder width apart. Toes are gonna be pointed relatively forward. Keeping the belly nice and tight. We're gonna keep the head neutral and send the hips back and down in one motion. Think of closing the car door, and then I'm gonna sit down. My hip crease should be below parallel to the knees. Knees are tracked out in line with the toes. Full foot's planted on the floor. Slight inclination of the torso. As I press to stand, my shoulders and my hips should rise simultaneously. Good squeeze at the glutes at the top position to reset the hips.